Do you mind if I get that phone? Hello, Mike Barham speaking. It's terrible, isn't it, eh? It's just, I don't think you just can't overemphasise the damage. I think people think I've been exaggerating, but that's why I've sent a few photos to people that can see it. And it's emotional, isn't it, when you see that damage as a farmer?
As the soil begins to dry in the southern Hawke's Bay after last week's incredible storm, the offers of assistance are beginning to pour in.
I've had a builder ring up, a retired builder with his own bus, with his own, fully self-contained. He'll go out there and give me a job for a week. I'll go and do it for nothing. A guy with a digger, he'll give 3 days with his truck and his digger for nothing. Principal of Napier Boys High School rang me and said, I've got 70 boys in the 7th form. Find me a place where I can take my boys for 3 days. I'll be self-sufficient with tents and food. You know, other farmers ringing up, offering help. It's tremendous. This is what we're all about.
While the effects of the storm were confined to a relatively small geographical area, those who were hit with unprecedented fury. East Coast Rural Support Trust Chairman Mike Barham has been flat out coordinating everything from stock adoption schemes to the countless volunteers from the Hawke's Bay and beyond. While some stock was lost and coastal homes flooded, it seems that it is the scale of the loss of grazing land and farm fences that is the biggest hurdle facing farmers. Agriculture Minister David Carter's declaration earlier this week of a medium-scale adverse event was welcomed by those hit. The declaration will help them shift tax obligations associated with having to sell capital stock and mobilises the clean-up network, Task Force Green. Cape Kidnappers farmer Angus Gordon estimates he lost up to 20% of his grazing land.
We had 478 mils here, which it's a lot of rain. I mean, it's about 19 inches of rain, but and we had it virtually overnight. It started on Monday afternoon, but it reached its peak on Tuesday night, about midnight.
But it is not just the land that will need healing. Many of those in the affected area say there has never been a storm so bad. For Mike Barham, assessing and monitoring those farmers who are hit for psychological damage is just as important as the physical.
One of the big areas, and especially in a time like this, is the depressive issues. It's something that I've got to be very careful with. Farmers are hard, tough, rugged individual people. They're not good at communicating with others. And we know from past events that there have been accidents have happened, and I really plead with people that know somebody that's not handling the situation well to give me a call. I'm not a trained psychologist at all, but I've done enough courses to know what the signs are, and I can then put them in touch with somebody that will help them. But it is very important that they don't block these issues up themselves, and for the reasons we've gone through, they're totally founded to be worried and and stressed about what's in front of them.
Yeah, 260 weaners that came down just before Easter. They came down from Taihape, which we've been doing a joint venture with for the last 17 years. And we had to make the call pretty quickly after the rain, and so we decided we're going to have to sell them because we can't just spread them out on this country. The fences are all gone. You can't shift stock now, and we won't be able to until it dries out, which could be springtime, could be the Christmas time. It just depends on the winter. But we're going into the winter period, so we normally get a bit of rain through the winter. I'm third generation here. My grandfather bought this property in 1917, and no, there's never ever been anything like this again. I hope there never is. I mean, this is major, major, major stuff.
Stock and fences will need to be replaced, and the hillsides resown with grass. But it has become clear that it's not just the countryside that has been scarred by this unprecedented event. Benedict Collins, Country 99 TV News.